Hey everyone, welcome to Taste Different Gaming Appetizers. What are we talking about tonight? We're talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, the exclusive, the elusive Sasquatch of the gaming world. You know, where is it? I don't know. I see images here and there, but, you know, they're just blurry and I can't really make it out. So before we get started, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we're going to share the article here. So give us a second. There we go. So GTA 6 is pushing beyond the AAA into the quintuple territory, the 5As of, I don't know, whatever the hell. The A claims don't really make, it doesn't really matter anymore. But an industry veteran claims it's just bigger than anything else. So AAA is normally, you know, back in the day was a way to say that games cost a lot of money to make. AAA games are usually summer blockbusters of the industry, but one veteran took a look at the AAA arms race to the next level by declaring that GTA 6 is a quintuple release. So quintuple, not quintuple, but quintuple. Nigel Lowry, who co-founded boutique publisher Devolver Digital. I always say those backwards for some reason. Every time I look at that guy, that Devolver Digital, I always say it flipped around. Recently, it came out to say that basically no other video game series can touch Grand Theft Auto in terms of cultural impact or scope. Which, well, I mean, I could kind of see that. Speaking with IGN, he explained that there are AAA games and then there are quadruple A games. And then, which Skull and Bones, you know, that was a quadruple A game. And then, according to Ubisoft. And I argue that Grand Theft Auto is potentially a quintuple. Yeah, quintuple. Got to make sure I say that right. A game. It's just bigger than anything else, both in scope and scale of the game and the kind of cultural impact it has and the attention it demands. Ubisoft previously, well, we talked about that. Their Skull and Bones was a quadruple A game. The same language Microsoft used when it was first recruiting folks at the initiative for the Perfect Dark reboot, which is canceled. Again, this AAA, like back in the day, back when, you know, the N64 and the Super, or not really the Super Nintendo, but like the PlayStation, the N64 and all that stuff, like when you heard AAA title, it meant it's going to be good. Like they're putting a lot of money towards it, a lot of developers and like just, you know, really big focus on it. And most of the time it was a really good game. Nowadays, triple anything or A's don't mean jack. So, Devolver Digital itself joked that it would launch a game on the same day as GTA 6 release date next May, which could potentially be a good counter programming move, but it's not a strategy a publisher used when recently delaying baby steps out of the Hollow Knight Silksong orbit, which is probably a good idea because Silksong has, you know, it crashed like every storefront the day it came out here recently. You can't A/B test reality, Lori said. Maybe baby steps would have been fine September 8th. It could have been, but I'm willing to risk the team's livelihood in the future of the game they've worked on for 5 years to see they both work out. I'm not. So he's saying basically, I'm not going to try to throw out a game that they've worked on for so long to hope that it'll do good, right? I also want to listen to what they want, and what they want is to have their own spotlight, and I couldn't agree more, which I agree with that, right? Especially a game like Baby Steps, which is that one that game looked funny. Like you're like the dude and you got to like use the weird controls. You're going to move around and stuff. They made games like that before, but it looks funny. But yeah, I mean, Silksong, I haven't played it yet. I have it downloaded. It's on Game Pass. But you know, that game is highly sought after. And now that it came out, like I said, it crashed Steam's storefront, Xbox's storefront, I think Epic's storefront, like PlayStation, like every storefront the day it came out. So people, and it's $20 game. So I haven't seen any reviews on it, but I assume it's probably going to get pretty good reviews. I think Hollow Knight did pretty well for them. So Hollow Knight Silksong is probably going to do the same for Team Cherry, I think is the developer on that one. Anyway, regardless, quintuple A's, lots of A's going around. At this point for me personally, like I'm excited for GTA 6. I am, just like everybody else. But I don't care. Until the game is out and I can play it, I don't care how long it's delayed, because at this point it's been delayed. And like I said, it's like the Sasquatch of the gaming world. It's like, it's supposed to come out next May, but will it come out next May? Will it get delayed again? We have no idea. Is the hype for it going to be real when it comes out? GTA 5 was really a great game. GTA 4 was an okay game. It is definitely one of my least favorites of the GTA series. So they're not always out of the park bangers, right? Most of the time they are. Don't get me wrong on that, but they're not always that way. So, GTA 6 may fall into the category of being too big for its own good, right? Too much hype and stuff like that, which ends up, hurting the game in the end. I don't know. We'll have to see, right? But Shane, what do you think of the 5 A's of GTA 6?
I think AA is good enough for me. I think the whole AA, AAA, quadruple, quintuple A thing, I think it's really going to be a matter of opinion. You can call it that. You can say, let's use Skull and Bones as an example. The developers said it was a quadruple A game. 4 A's. It was not. It just wasn't. Pat liked it. We would rather get scurvy and shave our testicles with the cheese grater. That game was horrible, I thought. I thought everything about it was bad. That being said, when you identify something that strongly with that kind of a title of quadruple A, I think you're setting yourself up for a downfall. Now, Grand Theft Auto 6 is not saying they're quadruple or quintuple A. This is somebody else. Now, this person, I also feel his opinion is probably pretty close to the mark with everything we've heard and, what we have seen and so forth. It could be such an amazing game. But what made 6 so great wasn't just the fact that the gameplay was super fun. It wasn't just the fact that the storyline was super fun. It was the fact that the multiplayer really made that game. Well, it really made that game stretch across 4 consoles, PC, multiple, how many iterations? 3 revisions, I think, or something like that. Updates, upgrades, whatever. So I mean, if 5 did that, and if they can get the the magic they did with 5 onto 6, it's gonna blow it away. But I will never say it's a quintuple or quadruple A game until I play it, because I really think that falls down to a matter of opinion. But if any goddamn developer can do this, it's going to be Rockstar. I mean, it really is. I mean, everything they've showed off so far supposedly has been on current generation consoles. It wasn't on PS5 Pro, it wasn't on a PC. It was, current gen consoles, if I remember correctly. So please, let me know if I'm wrong. I think if anybody can do it, it's going to be them. But the problem is like you said, when there's this much hype, it's a long fall if you don't get it. And the problem is, I think if Rockstar was to provide more information through all this time that it was announced to now, I think it would keep the expectations where they need to be. No information builds up hype and rumors and all that crap. And that's going to be a long fall if they don't hit it. So, but that being said, AAA is an opinion piece. I've played games that are made by indie developers that are, to me, are AAA. A game that makes you talk about a game in positive light for as long as we talked about 13 Sentinels, for example. To me, that's a AAA game, and that was an indie game. So it's gonna vary on opinion. And I think when you label yourself that high up, I think you're hiding shit. I think you're trying to mask something. So, but we're going to have to find out. I mean, if it does release, then we'll be able to judge. But until then, all we have is speculation and screenshots and a lot of effing rumors going around. A lot. So be careful what you listen to. Just listen to us. We won't steer you wrong.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I mean, it is all opinion, right? And the whole AAA or the whole A monikers it's always meant just how much money is spent on a project, right? Anymore, that's what it means anymore. Like back in the day, it was how high. It still meant that same thing. A lot of money was spent on it, but when you got a AAA or a AAA game was in development, you knew that they were bringing all the stuff in for it, right? They were bringing in the orchestra and the composers and
the best voice actors.
Best designers. Everything was top tier.
Writers, yes. And now it's just purely cash flow.
Right. We're just injecting a lot of money into it, which we've seen before that doesn't make a good game.
Oh, no. You can I tell you what, let's do a test. Just a test. Everybody give me $10 million and I will prove to you that ain't going to make me better. Except for it's just going to make me richer. That's it. $10 million. All right. I will put up my Venmo or whatever it is I got to do.
Everybody. So that's every single person, $10 million each.
Yes. Or you can all group together in $1 million each. I'm okay. But this is a good scientific test.
Scientifically.
Yes. We're doing this for science, people.
For science. Yes.
And we need some of that in this country right now.
It's something. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I'm excited to play Grand Theft Auto 6 when it comes out. But I'll keep my hype for it at bay until I have it in my hands and I can play it. Right now I have so many, there's especially like at the end of 2025 here, there is so many games coming out here in September, which we're recording this and which you'll see this video. And in October, there's a ton of games coming out too. So I don't have enough time and I'm glad Grand Theft Auto is not coming out because I don't want to try to fit that in with everything else I'm trying to play right now. So, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it all comes down to opinion. But Grand Theft Auto 6 is on its way next May. We'll see if it makes the day.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, you got anything else you want to add?
No way.
All right, Jose. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, subscribe, let us know in the comments below. Are you excited for Grand Theft Auto 6? And what do you think of AAA, quadruple A, 5As, quintuple, right? What do you think of all the A's? Let us know down in the comments below. Other than that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, everyone.
See ya.